Hey y'all, I'm back with another one. And first and foremost, we're going to thank God. Thank God for another day, another chance to get it right, do better, learn, grow, heal, evolve, teach, take care of our child or children, take care of our responsibilities, continue to work on loving yourself, work on your self worth, self care, putting God first, educating yourself on things that you want to learn, things that you feel like will help you grow in your life and your journey. And that's just to name a few things. Secondly, please go shop www.erinsedition.shop. That's ERINSEDITION.SHOP. I sell God ordained teas, y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video, so we'll leave that for last. But I do want to share something that I did today. So as I was at work, I'm on my route, and I just felt the need to disengage with the world, disengage with people around me in my life, stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, let me leave my phone in this work vehicle. Let me leave the distractions behind and tap in. So that's exactly what I did. I'm like, all right, let me do this work. This gonna take me about 45 minutes. Let me just talk to God. Did that, and I realized, I'm like, Dad, not only am I having an intimate moment with God and telling God about how grateful I am, thankful, telling God what it is that I want to accomplish, what it is that I want, the things that I want to do that's going to help other people, like, stuff like that. But I'm in nature. That's God's land. This is a part of God's earth. So I'm tapping in with that. And then um I'm getting my exercise. So it's like I'm doing like three different things in one, and really four. I'm still, getting me a couple dollars, still getting paid because I'm doing a job. So I'm just like, wow, God, like just that alone is a blessing when you disengage from the world and from just things outside of God. So it's funny, y'all, but it's a whole bigger picture to it, right? So as I'm walking, I'm going up a hill. Now I done put on a few pounds, so I run out of breath a little easier now. So I'm like, hey, ooh, my legs hurt. I could barely breathe. So I'm like, let me try, because I've been watching videos. I've been watching videos about anxiety and because it's stuff going on, and I'm just trying to learn about certain people that got these, spirits on them. Like, okay, what are some techniques to help people calm down and relax? Like, I'm just trying to, engage myself and figure out what's what. So, I said all that to say, I'm like, okay, I learned a breathing technique. Let me implement that into this. So I did it, and I'm like, dang, like, I feel like a breath of fresh air. Like, that feels good. That really got me over the bump that I needed to get over, to heal. So for some reason, it just came to my mind, like the people that smoke weed, right? So and this is not to glorify it or nothing like that. So please don't get me wrong. But if you've ever smoked weed, or what I'm saying, been around people that have, when you hit the blunt and then you take that extra breath because you want to get your hat, or you want to get your money's worth, because it do what it's supposed to do that with your own breath. Like put the weed to the side, for a second, and try to utilize your own breath, because I felt like that really worked. Like, I took a deep breath in, inhaled that deep inhale, held it for a second, and then just exhale. Just let it out. However long it takes to let it out. Do that a few times. Do that 5, 10 times, throughout the day. And you'll feel a complete release. And I also thought about what's that verse, y'all? That verse in the Bible. I know it's Genesis. Hold on, now I gotta find it. Okay, Genesis. I'm sorry, Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. It says, "And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul." Okay, so God breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. That's literally what I thought about, y'all, as I was inhaling and just focusing on my breath. I'm like, wow, that really feels like, I'm regenerating myself. It feels like I'm renewing myself. I'm refreshed, and did I say regenerated or rejuvenated? Regenerated. Um I just felt complete. I felt new again. Like, and that's what we have to ask God for every day, a renewal of our spirit, a renewal of our flesh, our soul, our minds. This is what it's really about. Um so I just wanted to share that with you all. I hope that makes sense. Work on your breath, you all. I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do. I'm not trying to tell you change your lifestyle. I'm just simply giving you a function that's natural and efficient. It truly works. So I'm just encouraging you all to try that method. Breathe. Breathe. That's all it takes. That's what God did when God created us. Okay. So, like I always say, God is waiting on you. You're the only one playing. I love y'all. Peace.